Hello, my friends. Let's talk about Made in Abyss. The philosophy of Made in Abyss is about the price of what the ancient Greeks called eudaimonia, the good life. Made in Abyss is about what it means to do more than survive, but how to thrive. Some spoilers ahead, so you're on notice. First, let's talk about the setting and how the city that surrounds the Abyss came to be established. What is important to keep in mind is that the Abyss was not the result of any sort of apocalyptic event that we know of, but merely found by explorers in a world that is, as far as we know, basically the same as our own. The unique rarity of the topography, along with the progressive reveal of ancient relics, made the Abyss profitable. Thus, an entire society developed around selling those relics to the rest of the world, even to the point that something like an orphanage is designed entirely around training children in rock climbing and making them hunt for relics to fund the orphanage. What we learn from this is that no one in this society is here because they need to. Everyone in this island city is here because they want profit, fame, and adventure. They have their needs met, but if they only fulfilled their basic needs, then they wouldn't have the resources they require to pursue their greater ambitions. The entire society is focused on one goal and one lofty ideal: descend further into the abyss, bring its secrets to the surface, or die trying. Because the society as a whole was designed for the sake of profit and exploration, issues of merely surviving are hardly even a thought in the characters' minds. For the city on the surface, however, thriving means only to profit financially off of the abyss. But that is quite literally just the surface understanding. Between the giant monsters, the rumors of people no longer being human at certain depths, diving sickness, and the curse of the abyss that affects people who try to climb out, the show is doing everything in its power to inform the viewer that at a certain point, trying to climb back up simply isn't worth it. The only way to move forward is to go down. If you think that that isn't a metaphor, you must be fooling yourself. So the show is telling us, through its setting, that the story is not merely about survival. Through the narrative stakes and consequences, the show tells us that it will be about progress. It will be about some kind of change. But how can I say that this show is about thriving, about eudaimonia, and not about something like the joy of discovery or finding the unknown? One scene in particular establishes this idea more than any other. In episode 5, Rico and Regu are making camp and eating some fried monster steak. After Regu mentions some concern over eating an animal that, in all likelihood, has eaten other humans and is a good deal nauseated by this idea, Rico describes how Leader explained that eating the meat of these creatures means becoming stronger, becoming more capable, and that virtue of improving yourself is so strong that even slightly unnerving concepts like carnivorism and metaphorical cannibalism are no big deal. This theme is established multiple times through the metaphor of meat and eating meat. For example, the unmovable Ozen, who breaks past the idea of self-mutilization by embedding relics that grant super strength and longevity underneath her skin and throughout her body, in pursuit of the abilities needed to brave the abyss. She too was given a scene where the camera lingers as she cuts, chews, and swallows her monster steak. And, as a small criticism, that gulping sound was more like a crunch than a swallow, a moment of bad sound design in a show that otherwise has beautiful music and background. Finally, another metaphor that I am sure will run throughout the show are the flowers of fortitude, a mysterious plant that has been seen growing on every level of the abyss at any depth. And so far, every white whistle we have encountered, the badasses considered the most amazing dungeon delvers in the business, has been associated with these flowers. Liza the Annihilator was shown standing in a field filled with those flowers, no doubt an early foreshadowing of the episode 8 reveal that she is definitely probably still alive, and the unmovable Ozen has them growing in her home. For Made in Abyss, to thrive means to live ferociously and voraciously. It means to consume whatever gives you strength until you gain the ability to survive and live well in any environment at any depth. The philosophy of Made in Abyss is an idea of becoming that which achieves eudaimonia, to become a flower of fortitude. Thank you for watching, my friends. Just so you know where I stand, I am watching the anime but not reading the Made in Abyss manga. I am enjoying the show too much to spoil myself going forward. So for my sake, try not to include any spoilers, or at least tag major spoilers for things beyond the anime when you make a comment. If you enjoy this episode, make sure to subscribe for future philosophical analyses and share the show with your friends. I don't pay anyone to advertise the show, so the only way that this channel can grow is with your help. And, as always, stay true.